a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a nice day here in Gwinnett County. 38 degrees going up to a high of 53, so it's going to be pretty nice. Not like Saturday. Saturday it was 65. Some spots said 67, so it was beautiful. But nonetheless, it's a beautiful day. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I had a pretty decent weekend. Anytime I get a chance to spend time with my family and friends, it's a good weekend for me. I can tell y'all something was funny, though. So, I'm pretty much a workaholic, but I got to tell y'all something. I'm really starting to look forward to the end of my day. Like that, and it feels so weird to me because I've seen a time where I would just work, and it didn't feel like work. It just felt like I was just doing what I was loving, and I wanted to just keep doing it, right? But recently, and this is like probably in the last 3 months, I really just I'm looking forward to like the end of the day, which is weird for me. And I said to myself, I was like, man, I can't believe I'm looking forward. Like I want the day to kind of be over so I can just relax. Like that, and for me, that's weird, and maybe that's me getting older. You know, I got a birthday coming up on Sunday, so could be that. Could be, this crazy. I get a cold this week. 2 weeks later, I'm clear. Then I get another cold, so could be all of that stuff. But I can tell you this: I really just wanted to chill out this weekend, and I did. I pretty much just hung out, went out to dinner with my husband, my daughter, and the grandbaby. And then hung out with my daughter for a little while in Atlanta on Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, was the football game. I did do good Popcorn and Politics, which was a really good show yesterday, as well as last Sunday. So if you missed last Sunday's show, we interviewed Gwinnett County Solicitor General Brian Whiteside. He was our guest last week, and it was a pretty explosive show. And then this week, we interviewed his opponent. So they're both running for the seat of Gwinnett County Solicitor General. Brian holds that seat right now, but Lisa Marie Bristol is running for that seat this election cycle, and it was a pretty explosive show. He clapped at her and she clapped back, but that's politics for you. So if you missed that show, be sure to go to popcornandpolitics.com and you can see that, you can listen to that episode there. Also, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch the episode. But yeah, he snapped, he clapped and she clapped back. And so, politics are rough, y'all. He called her out because there was a tweet floating around that she was not a Democrat because she said some things at a Republican event. And so I had to address it. Like, listen, this is what's going around. We need to just talk about it. And she said she never said it. So her loyalty was in question to the party, and it was a pretty interesting both episodes. So listen, check it out. If you like politics, go to Popcorn and Politics. Listen to Brian's episode last week, and then come back and listen to Lisa's. Don't listen to Lisa's first. Listen to Brian's first. So that was last Sunday. Not this Sunday just passed, not yesterday, not Super Bowl Sunday. Listen to Brian's episode last Sunday, and then listen to Lisa's episode this Sunday. And so here's the thing. Popcorn and Politics is meant to inform and educate you so that when you get ready to go to the polls, you can make the right choice. And so we're not endorsing anybody. We're just saying that, we give all candidates a platform to share their views, and you got to go to the polls and make your vote count. So, that's what we do on Popcorn and Politics. It's a show it's all about informing and educating you about the political process and why it's important to you and your families and your communities and your businesses, and who these candidates are who are asking you for your vote. So that's what that show is all about. But sometimes it can get a little explosive. I ain't gonna even front. Sometimes it can be a little bit explosive. All right, let's get on with this show. Today is February the 14th. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my Uncle Tommy. That's my mother's oldest brother, y'all. It was 8 of them, and he's the oldest. And so we lost 3 of them. Yeah, we lost 3 of them. So it's 5 left, and he's the oldest. So he's the oldest. We lost the second oldest. The third oldest is still living. My mom was the fourth oldest. We lost her. The fifth oldest was right behind my mom. We lost him. And then the other three, the other ones are still living. So the babies are still living, and the oldest. And the third next to the oldest. So my Uncle Tommy turned 82 yesterday. And so happy birthday, Uncle Tommy. Yeah, it's and you know what's funny though? You look at people, right? And I was thinking about him this morning because I was just thinking about his lifestyle. He was never a drinker. He never smoked. He played golf. He liked golf. That was his dream, to play golf. And I just think about those things, and I wonder, did the fact that he never smoked and he never drank, he probably didn't eat a lot of crap, that has sustained him for so many years. He's 82 years old. He is the oldest. He's the first of 8, and he's still here. And I think about that, I thought about that this morning. I was like, man, I wonder what would have happened if my mom didn't smoke. She smoked for a long time, but she stopped smoking in 2009 when my uncle, when the second oldest one got diagnosed with lung cancer. She stopped that day. She went cold turkey that day. Like they came back and said he had lung cancer. My mom stopped smoking that day. But she told me she had been smoking since she was like 13. So that was a long time. But anyway, let's get on with this show. Y'all know what today is. It's National Football Hangover Day. What about them Rams, though? What about them Rams? So yesterday was funny, right? Because on the show, somebody asked me, they said, who do you, so let me back up. So let me give y'all the pre-story. So yesterday morning, in our family, we got a family text message that goes out every morning to a group of people in the family. And someone was saying who you got in the Super Bowl inside the text message. So I kept seeing people saying, I'm with Odell Beckham. I'm with Odell Beckham. Now, remember, there are teams that played in the Super Bowl. But for some reason, all we kept saying in the thing was, I'm with Odell Beckham, right? So yesterday on the Popcorn and Politics show, Derek asked Lisa Marie, who do you have in the Super Bowl? And she said something like, she goes to this church and everybody in the church is considered to be a cousin. She said, I got a cousin that played for the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't really follow football like that, but I got a cousin that played for the Cincinnati Bengals, and so I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals, right? And so when Derek asked me, what team you going for? I said Odell Beckham. It was hilarious. You had to just be there because it was so funny because I didn't know what team Odell played on because I had been cheering for the Kansas City the whole time. Like I'm cheering for the Chiefs, right? After the Falcons are not in it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for the other red team, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. So once they weren't in it, I kind of stopped following it, but I knew I was gonna watch it. So when Derek asked me the question, who you got in the Super Bowl, I was like Odell Beckham, which is cool because Odell came out and knocked out a touchdown, and he was very instrumental for the Rams to win the Super Bowl. So they won the Super Bowl last night, and that was a good game. So what was crazy is, right, so I'm laying on the bed, right, and they got 39 seconds to go or something. My husband them fell asleep, and I'm saying, so they get up there, they got 1 yard to go. They get 4th down, 1 yard. So I'm saying to myself, oh my goodness, are they going to go for the 1 yard or are they going to go for the field goal, which is 3 points? So had they gone for the field goal for the 3 points, they would have tied the game up, would have went into overtime, right? So I'm thinking they're going to go for the game. But they went for the 1 yard and the Rams stopped them, sacked the quarterback. That was the end of the game. I was like, oh my, so when I'm like screaming, oh my God, my husband jumps like, what? I said they could have went for the 1, they could have went for that 1 yard, or they could have went for the 3 points. And they went for the 1 yard and they got stopped. They were so sure they were going to make it and they got stopped. That jump was crazy. And I'm screaming and hollering, oh my God. So anyway, Odell got one and everybody was happy because he's been through a lot in football. So some people don't like him. That's with anything, though. Some people don't like him. Some people think he's careless. Some people love him. Some people think he hasn't gotten a fair shot. But anyway, my family was like, I'm going with Odell. So I was like, I'm going with Odell too. But anyway, Rams took it all. So congratulations to the Rams for the Super Bowl. Yes, that's cool. But anyway, it's National Football Hangover Day. It's also National Clean Out Your Computer Day. Yeah, I need to do that. I think now it's funny that came up because I sure need to do that. I need to clean my computer. National Cream Filled Chocolate Day. I don't like any cream filled nothing. I don't like anything with cream in it. National Donor Day, National Ferris Wheel Day. So if you want to go to the Ferris wheel, and it's also Valentine's Day, so it's a day for lovers. Like, do you have a Valentine's Day? Today is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. So someone said to me, so listen to this. All holidays are man-made, just so y'all know. For the people that don't know, every holiday that we celebrate is a man-made day, right? So my thing is, I'm going to celebrate the ones that I like. So I was asking someone, hey, what you getting your wife for Valentine's Day? He's like, oh, we don't celebrate that. That's just a day to get money. All of them are days to get money. Think about it. Every holiday, you got to go out and buy something. For real. So Monday is the 21st, right? President's Day. All presidents sale gonna be all day long. Every holiday we got is man-made, and it's meant to boost the economy because they want you to go out and spend money. My thing is this: don't celebrate any of them. You can't because to me, you celebrate Valentine's Day just to say I love you. Even though I know you say I love you in so many different ways throughout the year, this is special, and most of the women I know like Valentine's Day. And so for you to say, oh, that's a man-made, they don't celebrate any holidays because they all man-made. That's my thought. That's my business. That's my thought. It's my thought on the matter. All right, let's go ahead and get these. Wait. So check this out. Listen, it is Valentine's Day. So watch out for all the romantic scams that's going on because you know you got some scammers out there. They got a show on they got a show on Netflix right now called The Tinder Swindler. The Tinder Swindler. And apparently this guy went on Tinder. He was meeting women and swindling them out their monies. And this happened in real life in Gwinnett County. I don't think it was last year, but I think it was year before last. Some guy was going around. He was collecting $10,000 a pop. I was like, what is he doing from these women? But you know, it's so sad because I hear my friends and my daughter talk about the dating life is hard. Like, it's hard right now to meet good people and that like decent guys that want to be in a real relationship, you know. And I'll say, thank God I don't have to date right now. I'd probably be single. But anyway, watch out for all the romance scams because you know they're out there and they are prying on women who are in a bad place and looking for love in all the wrong places. And you know, these guys going on these social platforms and they talking about, you know, they're this person, they aren't. So just watch out for them. I know don't nobody really want to not be in love, but watch yourself. All right, okay. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thosson for today, Monday, February the 14th, Valentine's Day, St. Valentine's Day. We're going to kick it up like we always do. And I want to say, first I want to say this. Happy Valentine's to my husband, my best friend, my partner, my boo. Happy Valentine's, baby. Love you forever. Franklin Kearney over there. Him and the medicine man at Osmotica Pharmaceutical. Love you, baby. You my rock. You're my rock, boy. You're my rock. Listen, he's been rocking with me for 22 years? 23 years. Yeah, he's been rocking with me for 23 years, and I can't say nothing but I love you forever, and thank you for always being by my side and having my back. Just wanted to say that right there out the gate. All right, Aries, your best efforts will come through investments concerning your home. Talk to employers in order to promote your career objectives. Do something special for them. All right, listen, Aries. Who is them? I'm just saying, who is that them? What does that mean? Like, listen. All right, now. All right, anyway, your best efforts will come through investments concerning your home. So you got some investments coming through, but it's going to be things that's concerning your home, okay? Okay. Taurus, opportunities for new romantic encounters will unfold through the social events you attend. You will not be pleased with family members who try to put demands on you when you just don't have the time. You are best to ask questions if you aren't certain about issues that are confronting you. Look, don't let anybody put demands on your time. If you don't have the time, don't have the time. So I got this planner, right? It's called a high performance planner. And so every day I have to write down what I think what did I fall short of. Most of the time it's time management for me. And it's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody else because I had to set those boundaries. But I had to go back and do my summary for the week. And I did very well last week with managing my time because that has been a problem. And I realized when I managed my time better, I got more important things done. So don't let anybody put demands on your time, Taurus. Set some boundaries and stick to them. I know it's tough sometimes, especially when it's family, but don't do it. Gemini, You will be able to catch up on overdue paperwork. Chances are you split up the last time because you didn't really want to make a commitment. Don't be too eager to start any debates. Yeah, listen, last time you split up, that's because you didn't want to make a commitment. What is up with that? You got your commitment phobe? What's up, Gemini? Like, stop playing games. You don't want to commit, stop going into the relationship with that person. Yeah, that's why you split up the last time. Cancer, not everything you hear will be legitimate. You will be in a high cycle regarding work. You will be able to close any deal successfully. Go ahead, do your thing, Cancer. Whatever deal you got on the table, gonna close today successfully. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, and not everything you hear today is gonna be legitimate. So watch that. Watch it. Leo, deception in your home is evident. Don't beat around the bush, and I don't think you ever do, Leo. You can find yourself left with someone's dirty laundry. The first thing that came to my mind was Kelly Rowland's Dirty Laundry. She wrote a song called Dirty Laundry. Lovers may prove unworthy of your attention. Yeah, if they're unworthy, drop them. I'm just saying. And tell them to take the dirty laundry with them. I'm just saying. Listen here. Take your dirty laundry. I want to say something else, but it's a family show. Virgo, you may need the space, but you need the extra cash more. Social events will be plentiful. Talk to employees in order to promote your career objectives. Yes, 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 yes. You're going to have a lot to do, Virgo. You're going to have plenty of things to do. Social events are coming up. Have some fun. Let your hair down. Enjoy yourself. All right? All right. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noto Astrologer Michael Thyssen. Stay tuned.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. I can't believe you're here. Can't get any words. No.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily Horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Unexpected bills may set you back. Catch up on your reading and correspondence. Be prepared to meet new lovers through colleagues. Don't you hate unexpected bills? Yes. Like, you know, especially when you like one of them people like keep everything in a ledger and you kind of know what's coming up, and then all of a sudden something just comes, you forget like that one thing. Oh my God, I forgot about that. That happens sometimes. Scorpio, things at home may be somewhat rocky. Avoid overloading your plate. Travel will entice you. However, a tendency to overspend is quite possible. Yeah, travel will entice you. I was looking at a video this morning on YouTube. So YouTube is like my favorite go-to spot. Like I do watch some shows. Like I've been watching a show called Sweet Magnolias. I love this show. Check this out though. Oh God, wait a minute. Let me think about it for a second. Heather Headley plays in Sweet Magnolias. So I'm looking at the picture because she looks so different from her videos. So I'm looking at the lady, right? So I see the lady. I don't know who she is until I saw the credits and it says Heather Headley. I'm like, Heather Headley, like the singer? So I was like, let me go and look up the cast of the show. And sure enough, she is the singer. Her name is Helen in there. But I love that show. It's so me. Like in my real world, that's the world. Like I like community. Like I'm big on community, and so just the fact that they grew up in the same community their whole lives, and they still live there, and they have friends that they've known forever, and they have businesses there. It's just I just love that. I love that. That's what I want. That's what I strive for. That type of community. So I'm always trying to get to the point where I feel settled, so I can feel like can be a part of the community. Even though I know Good Morning Gwinnett makes me a part of the community, I still feel like I'm missing that attention where I get to go into a coffee shop and people know who I am. Now, crazy enough, I was at Peachtree for the Gwinnett Business Breakfast Club meeting last Friday, and the little young guy, his name is Trey, he knows me. He's like, hey! I'm like, hey! So I felt like, okay, I feel like I'm in the community. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, every second and fourth Friday, I host the Gwinnett Business Breakfast Club, and it's free. It's open to the public. You just have to buy your own breakfast, and they have delicious food at Peachtree Cafe. Delicious. So check it out. So last week, attorney Andre Johnson was there with us, and he had sweet potato waffles. They look delicious too. I was like, oh my God, like, do I want to try that? But I like the Reuben, so I was like, yeah, I want this Reuben. But anyway, you can join us next Friday, the fourth Friday of the month. It's 8 o'clock. We show up at 8 o'clock. So if you want to order breakfast, you show up at 8 o'clock, and then we start around 8:30. But we order our breakfast to get that out the way. And so it's been a little bit casual because we had about 4 or 5 people each time. But the goal is to be a mastermind group for you to come and talk about what your problems are and how we can help you. And so next week, I'm going to actually start doing that. Hopefully, we have some more people returning. So, you know, everything takes time, and I'm okay with that. I got a bunch of people who said, I'm coming, and they never show up, but that's okay too, because every time 4 or 5 people come, we have a very intimate gathering. And it's so funny because Trey said, because last time he set the table for 12, but we had like 21 people that said they were coming. So he set up a space for 12. This Friday, I'm telling them, just set it for like 5 people. Like, don't even set it for 10, 12. Just set it for 5 or 6 people. And if other people come in, then we could roll from there. But it was nice. It's always nice to meet new people. I met some Lynn Sowell. She is a Legal Shield representative. She was really nice, and we shared a great conversation. Derek J. Wilson, the president of the Greater Eastside Chamber, was there, myself, and attorney Andre Johnson. So he was there as well. So be sure, if you want to check us out, go to Good Morning Gwinnett. You can see the event calendar there. 2nd and 4th Friday of each month, 8 a.m. we get started. So if you want to order breakfast, if not, you can come on in at 8:30. But it was pretty cool. So that for me, that's me building community, right? Yeah. Listen, you come out, we share, we eat breakfast, and we leave. There's no charge for it. I'm not charging a fee. It is free to attend. You just got to buy your own breakfast. All right, cool. Scorpio. Things at home may be somewhat rocky. Avoid overloading your plate. I just read that, right? Travel will entice you. I know you want to go traveling. I get it. Me too. Me too. I want to go somewhere quiet and relaxing. Sagittarius, don't let your emotions get out of hand. Problems with your mate will develop if you don't let them have their way. Changes in your home environment may cause friction. Yes. Don't let your emotions get out of hand. Listen, I know, get a grip. Get a grip on your emotions. If you need, let me say this, right? Because I find that there are a lot of people who are just overly emotional about a lot of things. If you need to talk to somebody about things that's going on in your life, talk to somebody about things that's going on in your life. If you need to seek professional help, do that. Because we're living in some crazy times right now. And I hate to say that, but we are. Things are changing so fast around. We got this bug that won't go away. Now we just got to try to figure out how to live with it, because I don't think it's ever going to go away. It mutates and it changes and it does all this stuff, and it's scary. And then you got people who want to rise up and form these coalitions to kill people because they don't like them because of their race, and just a lot of stuff going on. So if you need to talk to somebody, if your mental health is straining, then talk to somebody. If you're looking at people and wishing it could be you because they're doing better than you, go talk to somebody, because that's a problem. That is a mental problem that you need to go talk to somebody about. Because you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, right? Because that's going to make you miserable. Live your own life, walk your own path. But if you're having a problem doing that, go seek help. Let someone help you get on the path that you're supposed to be on and walk that path. And be happy on that path. Listen, I walk my own path. Yeah, I wish it had paid me $1 million. It hasn't done that yet. Yeah, and I always say $1 million because, and let me tell you why. Because for some people, like $1 million is nothing. It really isn't. Not the way things are going. But I just don't have a lot that I want these days. Had you asked me this like 15 years ago, oh yeah, I probably could have blew right through $1 million in a New York minute. But I just don't have a lot of stuff that I want anymore because my daughter's grown. She's doing her own thing, you know. I just don't have a lot of stuff that I want anymore. So $1 million for me, yeah, I mean, $1 million is fine. If I had more than $1 million, I could help a lot more people. But for myself personally, I always say $1 million because $1 million is fine. I just don't have a lot of stuff. I'm not wasteful. I'm not that person to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just not. You know, I like, if I'm traveling, I like to stay in nice hotels, which I don't travel very often because that means I'm not working if I'm traveling, which I love to do my thing. I don't buy a whole bunch of name brand designer stuff because that's just never been my thing. And so it's just not a lot I want. So $1 million for me is great. I know for some people that's nothing, but for me it's great. Capricorn, avoid any gossip and be careful that you aren't misinterpreted. Today will be rather hectic on the domestic scene. You can get ahead if you present your ideas to superiors. All right, listen, avoid gossip. Just don't do it. If you don't want it to get all misconstrued and misinterpreted, just avoid it. That way you don't have to worry about it. All right? Aquarius, confronting a situation will only result in indignation and misunderstandings. You will communicate easily and should be able to develop new friendships. Children may be less than honest with you, little liars. I always say that, right? You know, kids ain't gonna tell the truth. You better tell the truth, and they be lying. Yeah, so just don't expect nothing different. I mean, tell them to tell the truth. They probably won't. But anyway, in the meantime, confronting the situation will only result in indignation and misunderstandings. If it's something important, then yeah, try to confront it. But if it's not something that's really important, that's going to make or break you, let it ride. Sometimes it's just better to leave stuff unsaid. You know what I'm saying? Just let it ride. Like if it's really now important things, I don't agree with that. Important things, you can't not talk about them thinking they're going to go away. But if it's some nonsense, let that junk ride. Yeah, I'm just saying. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you can travel for business or pleasure. Plan to get out and do a bit of travel. Okay. Verbal abuse could lead to carelessness. Who's going to be verbal abuse? Who going to do that? Let me just say this. No abuse is good abuse. So Pisces, don't allow anybody to verbally abuse you, and don't you verbally abuse anybody, right? Don't do that. And I know, don't think sarcasm is, because sarcasm can be verbal abuse. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with that. In the meantime, plan a trip. Plan a trip and get out to travel. All right? I want a trip. I want to go somewhere nice and sunny and quiet. I was trying to get my husband to go to Miami, but he said he didn't want to go. So once he said that, we took that off the table. His birthday is next month. My birthday is next Sunday. And then his birthday is next month. I was like, so you want to go to... So my daughter, you know, she's always game for a trip. I was like, yeah, we should go to Miami. She's like, okay. She started looking for the tickets, and he was like, I don't want to go. So now we can't get the tickets because they too high. If he had said yes that day, the tickets were $150 round trip. So now he said no, so that's it. No tickets. He went. I said, why you don't want to go? He said, I don't want to go. I said, okay. All right, so listen. I asked him why. He said he didn't want to go. I just left it like that. Okay? Hey, I ain't going to go, but it would have been nice. It's only very few places that I've gone that I would go back. Miami is one of them. New Orleans I've been to twice. I will go there again. I've been to Vegas 3 times and didn't like it either time, so I don't think I ever really want to go back. Arizona is another place that I've gone, Sedona, that I want to go back to. I've been to St. Lucia, love it there, want to go back there. Been to Jamaica, love it there, want to go back there. Been to Bahamas, love it there, want to go back there. Never been to Italy, want to go there. Never been to Greece, want to go there. Never been to Africa, want to go there. Egypt, want to go there. And Bali, want to go there. So I got some places I want to go, and I'm going to probably go. Right? I'm probably going to go. All right, let's get on with some news you can use. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thoughts. Now let's run down some news. So Walmart has said now that if the employees are vaccinated, they don't have to wear their mask. Yeah, they don't have to wear their mask. They're also dropping any kind of sick leave policies that they had in place for COVID. They announced it on CNN in Business last week. They were saying, you know, if you have not been vaccinated, you will still have to wear your mask in the stores. These are for the employees. But if you have been vaccinated, they're no longer required to wear their mask unless they work in the, you know, over in the area where it's the pharmacies and clinical settings. But yeah, so they dropped the mask mandate if you have been vaccinated. So now you're going to go in Walmart, and people that have been vaccinated, you know them because they won't have on masks. And the ones that have not been vaccinated will have on masks. So, and you know, you still got, listen, people are still saying, I don't want to get vaccinated. I don't want to get vaccinated. So, I mean, you can't make people get vaccinated. You don't want to fire people for not being vaccinated. So it's just a lot with that. But anyway, speaking of vaccinations, next Saturday, the 26th, Gwinnett County Health Department and Gwinnett County Commissioner Jasper Watkins is hosting a COVID vaccine Get Vax event. And when you come to that event, if you have not been vaccinated and you come to that event, you will be vaccinated and you will get a $100 gift card while supplies last. So if you have a youth between the ages of 5 and up, they are allowed to get vaccinated and they can get the $100 gift card as well. So just know that, you know, you got to bring the proper ID to prove who you are and who they are. And you got to make sure that you have not been vaccinated. And if you have not, you can get vaccinated that day and you can get a $100 gift card while supplies last. The Greater Eastside Chamber will be on hand as a volunteer there to answer your questions. I will be there along with the Greater Eastside Chamber, where I'm a board member. We'll be there to answer questions and help you move through the process easily and to get vaccinated, okay? Also, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnettlatoron.com because I got a PSA that I'm going to be posting over there that I shot at the county last week, which came out really nice, actually. So I'm glad I was able to be a part of the community. And so check that out. But anyway, you can check that out. You can go and get vaccinated next Saturday, the 26th, at Lenore Park in Snellville. Next Saturday, 9 to 7. And the gift cards for $100 are only going to last while they last. So it's the first come, first serve basis. All you got to do is come and get in line. And if they run out, then they run out. Here's the thing. Even if they run out, you still should get vaccinated. If you get in that line to get vaccinated, you should stay in the line whether you get a gift card or not because you came. Now, if you're coming for just the money, then don't come. But if you really are truly interested in getting vaccinated and it's not about the $100 gift card, even if the gift cards run out, stay in the line. Okay? All right. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County, so stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, 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 a brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah, yeah. Oh, made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I can make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter day.
One of my favorite songs. I'm over here jamming. Y'all didn't see me over here, but I was jamming in the background. That's one of my favorite songs, A Brighter Day, Gloria Tells. You know, that's the one thing I love about, y'all hear me say this all the time, right? But that is the one thing I love about my show, is being able to play music. And I love music. And what's crazy is the last couple of nights I've been listening to it before I go to bed. The problem is I can't listen to it for long because then I won't go to sleep. Because I'm listening to the songs and I'm singing at the same time, so I have to stop. You know, I have to cut it off, and then I have to put on meditation music, and so I can go to sleep. Otherwise, I won't go to sleep. Anyway, let's get on with this show. So the Georgia House approved pay raises and bonuses for employees and teachers. Yep, they have approved it. So about 300,000 state university, and K-12 employees are a step closer to receiving raises and bonuses after Georgia House on Friday approved a mid-year state budget. The Georgia House voted 152-4 to pass a plan that will increase spending by $2.6 billion this fiscal year, which ends June 30th. The budget now moves to the Senate for its consideration. Governor Kemp, who's up for a re-election this year, was able to request big increases in salaries, education, and health care because tech elections are running about 17.9% ahead of last year. Yeah, so the first 7 months of the fiscal year 2022. So anyway, it looked like they're gonna get some raises. Now here's what's crazy, right? The House passed the House voted 152-4. I would like to know what the 4 that did not vote for the raises, what were they thinking? You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second. Like, what were you thinking that you don't think teachers of all people need raises? Like teachers. Sometimes I just wonder. I just wonder. 152-4. Who were the 4 and what were their reasons for not saying yes? I'm saying, I mean, it got passed anyway, but I'm just saying, who were they and why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Let me tell y'all something. Speaking of getting a raise, this lady was like, they don't want to give me a raise. I take my own raise. And this is funny. So anyway, this woman went into the Chase Bank. She went into a Chase Bank in Gwinnett in this past week, right, on Buford Drive. And so apparently the teller pissed her off at the bank, and she took her own raise. She jumped the counter and pulled some scissors that were laying on the counter. It's not funny, but as I read the story, I was kind of visualizing her. They said she's about 5'2", weigh about 180 pounds. So I'm 5'3", right? I'm a little bit over 180 pounds, and I'm just picturing her jumping over the counter, the teller counter. I'm just picturing that, like, how the heck did she do that? And seriously, because the counters are kind of high, right? Well, let me say this. In most banks, the counters are kind of high. So I'm just trying to picture, why did she have time to get up over? She's short, and she's a little chunky. So how did she have time to get up over the counter at the bank? And then the teller, I guess the teller just got scared and froze. Anyway, the teller was standing there. She took the scissors and took $750 out the cash drawer and jetted. So not only was she agile to jump up on the counter and over the counter, she was able to get back over top of the counter and make her way out of the bank. That's not funny, but it is kind of funny. Anyway, 5'2", 180 pounds. Yeah, Crime Stoppers. They said if you see her last name is Camille. If you see Camille said, I'm gonna take my own raise. Anyway, if you see her, Crime Stoppers number 770-513-5300. The detectives, the Gwinnett County Police Department, or the Gwinnett County Police Department, 770-513-5300, or Crime Stoppers. 404-577-TIPS. 404-577-TIPS. She's like, yeah, you ain't got to give me no raise. I'm going to take mine. I was only laughing, y'all. I know it's not funny, but it was kind of funny picturing that whole scene in my head. Like, I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm 5'3", a little bit over 180 pounds. She 5'2". She's short, because I'm short. I don't know I'm short until I get next to people that's taller than me, like really taller than me. And I'm looking at her. I'm thinking, okay, so she is 5'2", 180. The countertops are normally high at the bank. She was able to get over the countertop, take the money, get back over the countertop, and jet. All before the cops came. And anybody else, actually. So that's the part that's funny. Not that she robbed the bank, but just the visualization of that in my mind. That's what's funny. Anyway, let me get a little bit more serious. I know somebody's like, oh, she's joking around. Yep, I am. Gwinnett County Commission Chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson has asked Governor Brian Kemp to veto the redrawn commission map that Thursday passed the General Assembly. In a statement, Hendrickson urged state legislators to instead send Kemp the map that the commission did last month, and they approved that unanimously. They said, right, she said, from the very beginning of this process, the Board of Commissioners has remained resolute in our commitment to produce a map through an open and transparent process, Hendrickson said. We continue to stand by the commission district map that took into account weeks of public outreach. The first map that was drawn, nobody got a chance to say anything. Clint Dixon had his own maps drawn. They kind of snuck it past, and they went right through it. The commission got together and said, let's get together. Let's hear what the people are saying. Let's draw a map that's fair. And that's what they've done. So now it's gone to Governor Kemp, and Nicole is saying, hey, veto that. Veto the map that you got from the Clint. Now, will he do it? I don't know. That's going against his party. I don't know. We'll see. He's a Republican. Clint Dixon is a Republican. And everybody that's for that that map is Republican. So I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta wait and see. I just find that it sucks when you just want to not give people the same rights. You know what I mean? You didn't even have the maps redrawn for a good reason. It's just because you want to be in control and not give people the opportunity to vote. So I think that's nuts. But anyway, what do I know? What do I know? In the meantime, Gwinnett School District asks community about living with COVID-19. It's a mess. That's what it is. Somebody should have asked me. If you want to tell Gwinnett County Public Schools how it should handle the pandemic moving forward, you can now do that. There's a chance for you to do that. They have a survey. They got a platform, an online platform called the Thought Exchange, and they want to hear from you. In the first 2 days, the questions drew more than 20,000 responses. Ooh, who is going to read all those? Who's going to read all them responses? That's a lot. Anyway, the Thought Exchange is a platform, and it allows people to respond as many times as they want, but identical thoughts from the same users are removed. According to the district, users can also rate their responses. So if you have some ideas about what you think should be done to how we should be living moving forward with COVID-19 and some mitigation strategies, they want to hear from you. I don't know what the mitigation strategies are. They've been saying the same thing: wash your hand, wear your mask, get vaccinated. I don't even know what else you can do except just stay in your house, just stay quarantined in your house forever. I can't even imagine what some of the responses are going to be. And at the end of the day, I think it's a good gesture for them to get the public's feedback. So anyway, you want to go and put your thoughts on the thought exchange, you can do that. Go to www.gcpsk12.org /page/31727. Again, www.g as in George, C as in Charlie, P as in Peter, S as in Sam, K as in Kite, the number 12.org / the word page /31727. They want you to come out, they want you to share your information with them. So right now we have about 180,000 students in our school system, and the district has reported to nearly 17,000 cases for 21-22 school year as of February 6th. So 17,000 kids tested positive as of February 6th in the school district out of 180,000. Some will argue that that's not a big number, that's less than 10%. But to me, that's still a high number because they were infected. We don't know who they passed it on to. The district has mandated masks in the buildings and on buses since the school year began in August. A lot of parents are not happy with that. Some parents are. It's just a mess. I just want to get back to a day where here's the thing. Normally at my house, we would have had a Super Bowl party because that's what we normally do. But everybody's still very leery. Like we would have Super Bowl parties. We would have first people show up, get giveaways and things like that. And we just haven't had that. And that was something that we did. My mom was here. My mom loved football. So she would have been ecstatic yesterday. My husband would have made a big dinner. We just had a good time. But since she wasn't here, it would have been nice if my husband and I could have gone somewhere and felt comfortable. But, just going around a bunch of people, I don't feel comfortable. So we didn't go anywhere. We just kind of chilled out. My daughter came over with the grandbaby, and we just kind of hung out for the day. They left before the game got really started good. And then my husband finished off the game. We finished watching it together. But that would have been ideal. Now, I will tell you this. My brother and I kind of did some text messaging yesterday, and we both agreed that in 2023, God willing, we're taking everybody going to the Super Bowl. That's our plan. We put it in the universe. My brother and I, listen, that would be nice. We're all going to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is going to be in Arizona. Hopefully, it's going to be close to Sedona so I can take a trip over there. But that's the plan. The plan is for the family to go to the Super Bowl in 2023. We're planning now, my brother and I. We're making these plans right now. I know right now he has to close on his house. Once he do that, we're going to start planning for this trip to the Super Bowl next February. Listen, you got to plan ahead of time because that's probably, I don't even know how much the Super Bowl tickets cost. Like, how much are the tickets? My husband's like, I don't know. So, yeah, it's probably expensive. And the hotels, everything's probably going to be expensive in Arizona. But anyway, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. That's our plan. That's what we're doing. That's what it is. All right? All right, I'm going to the song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
It's not hard to fool me. Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. The Norcross Public Arts Commission is responsible for cultivating and growing a creative arts community in Norcross and advising the city regarding arts and culture matters. They meet the fourth Tuesday of each month at 6:30. So right now they're accepting applications for 2 more weeks in the city for the Norcross Public Arts Commission, Sustainable Norcross Commission, and Planning and Zoning. So if you're interested in casting your application to get on the committees, you can do that. You can do that by filling out a form. There's a form on the website. If you go to norcrossga.net, there's a form there for you to fill out to become on to be on the committee. Also, you can email the deputy clerk. Her name is Shayla Alexis, and it's Shayla SHAYLA .Alexis ALEXISSXIS at norcrossga.net. You can submit your application to her there. So if you're interested in being on the board, they are accepting applications right now. The Planning and Zoning Board makes recommendations to the City Council on rezoning applications, special use permits, and changes to the city's comprehensive plan and unified development ordinance. They meet the first Wednesday of each month at 6:30. Yeah, so please note, residency in Norcross is a requirement. So if you want to be on these boards, you have to be a resident of Norcross. You cannot live outside of Norcross and be on the board. Okay? All right, cool. If you got something to say, go ahead and say it. All right, so listen, I told y'all about the upcoming event next week. So make sure if you have not been vaccinated and you want to get vaccinated, please go and please come out next Saturday on the 26th from 9 to 1 to Lenora Park. You can get vaccinated and you can get a $100 gift card. Yeah, a Visa gift card. Also, if you're in business and you want to come out, you want to hang out with us next Friday. That's next Friday, what day is that? The 25th. Next Friday, the 25th, you can come out, hang out with us, and mastermind, eat breakfast at Peachtree Cafe. Peachtree Cafe is located at 30 South Clayton Street in Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30046. They open at 8 o'clock. I'll be there at 8 o'clock. If you come in, normally we're in the back section somewhere. If we're not in the back room, there's a table with us sitting there. So if the back room is empty, we're sitting out in the main area. Just ask somebody at the desk for the Business Breakfast Club. Just say that. Say the Business Breakfast Club. I always tell them to let them know that, listen, anybody coming asking for the Business Breakfast Club, just send them around the corner. And so that's been working. I would love it very much if you would go to the App Store and download the Good Morning Gwinnett app from the App Store. So whether you have an Android phone or an Apple phone, you can download the app. One of the things I'm pushing for this year is to grow the app downloads because I want to reach more people, and the way to do that is via the app. Also, to subscribe to the show on the Good Morning Gwinnett website page, or you can go to Popcorn and Politics and you can see, not Popcorn and Politics, Noise Podcast Network, and you can see the you can also see Good Morning Gwinnett there and subscribe there. I'm super duper excited about this though, y'all. I'm gonna be speaking at Podfest in May, and I'm gonna have a lot to do. So I'm speaking at Podfest in May. I'm also speaking at Black Pod Collective, their conference here in Georgia. So I got fly to Orlando, speak at that conference, get on the plane and fly back in time to speak at Black Pod Collective conference. So the festival, Black Pod Collective Festival, and that's all about podcasting. And I'll be talking about growing a podcast network. And then in Florida, I'll be talking about growing a hyperlocal podcast. Hyperlocal podcasting. This is a great way to get your business out there. If you have not started a podcast yet, but you are thinking about it and you have questions, go to Podcast University, podcastuniversity.training. Podcastuniversity.training. Go to podcastuniversity.training. I will be holding a class this coming Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for anybody who wants to learn how to start and grow their own podcast. It's going to be a packed class with information. I'm going to give a lot of information. You get the chance to ask me questions. We'll be on for 90 minutes, and it's a great opportunity for you to learn how to grow your podcast. So check it out. 10 to 1. What is that? That's a long time. That's 3 hours, right? Is it 3 hours? I think it's 3 hours. I said 90 minutes. I think that's wrong. I think it's 10 to 12:30. 10 to 12:30, I think it is. Anyway, check it out. Go to podcastuniversity.training, podcastuniversity.training. If you have been thinking about starting a podcast but have not started one, take the training. It's worth it, especially if you are a business owner. There's a lot that I'm doing with Good Morning with Net, and I'm going to continuously do stuff. And so when you become a member of that inner circle where I am, you can learn all the things that I've learned to grow this podcast to be the #1 hyperlocal podcast globally syndicated in the state of Georgia. Yeah, that's right. All right, I'm going to my last song. Then we're going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song.
You got me loose. My heart was troubled, now I'm fine. Ooh, sky is blue, the snow is gone now from the streets. Oh, so soon we'll be blessed with summertime. Do you hear the imagination's got me hard. Sky is blue, the doubt is gone up from my mind. Maybe soon I'll have your body up on mine. Do you hear the
Perfect way to end the show. It's a love thing. Yes, yes, yes. Valentine's Day, it's a love thing. All right, so listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to give you my word of inspiration. Here goes. It says, just because a man lacks the use of his eyes doesn't mean he lacks vision. Let me say it again. Just because a man lacks the use of his eyes doesn't mean he lacks vision. Stevie Wonder said that, and he was right, y'all. He was right. Just because you can't see doesn't mean you don't have vision, because your vision starts in the mind. What's the vision you have for yourself? Do you have a vision? If you have a vision, listen, one thing I could say about having a vision is that having a vision and doing nothing with it is like a horrible thing to do. There are so many great visions that are buried in the cemetery. Don't let yours be one of them. If you have a vision, just take the necessary steps to move forward. Yes, it's going to be daunting. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it real with you. It's going to be daunting. You're going to question why. You're going to say, you know what, I made a mistake. But if you got the vision and you believe in the vision, you keep going. You keep going until you get to the point where you say, you know what, whew, I'm done. I can't do it no more. I don't think it's going to work. But don't start right out the gate thinking that. You got to give it a chance first. I'm going to tell you something. I have to preach this song to myself sometimes, because when I started at NFT, I was all gung-ho, like, oh my God, this is exciting, and it is. But I kept bumping into walls to the point where I was like, okay, this is driving me insane. This is stressing me out. I don't need this extra stress in my life. I don't need to do this NFT, right? But something said, keep going. Keep going, Audrey. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. Because I kept saying, I don't need all this extra pressure. Why am I doing this? I don't need to be doing this right here. I got my podcast I'm working on. I was talking myself out of it. But that little voice in my head said, you said you was going to do it. Keep going. Because you never know what's going to happen. What I realized is that no matter how the situation turned out, I could share my experience with somebody else who may be about to go through that same NFT process. They may be trying to figure out how to create a collection. They may be trying to figure out how to create the artwork. They may be trying to figure out what kind of artwork to create. Why create the artwork? Did it sell? Did it not sell? Why didn't it sell? How did you market it? Somebody may be in that process, and I can walk them through that process. So, yeah, I know you want to quit. The vision is hard. You know, you don't see the end in sight. Keep going. I'm that little voice. It was a little voice in my head that told me to keep going. Today I'm your little voice. Keep going. Keep going. Because if nothing else, you're gonna experience what that was like, and you can share that experience with somebody else who may need it. That may be your purpose for going through this whole thing in the beginning. I think a lot of the things that I go through in life is not for me. It's for somebody else. I really do. Because God gives me too many ideas. He can't give me all them ideas for me to start them all. I'm talking about great ideas. And I'm not just saying them because they're my ideas. They are really good ideas. Like, somebody need to pay me for all these ideas I have. Because I come up with a lot of them. To the point where I was like, okay, you can't do them all. But maybe he give them to me for me to research them. And then somebody come along and say, hey, I'm trying to start whatever. And I done researched it because I've been given this idea. Not that I'm going to do it, but it was for somebody else. All right, so all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent an hour and 4 minutes with me, and I love you and appreciate you for that. Again, be sure to download the app from the App Store. If you got an Android phone or Apple phone, there is a Good Morning Gwinnett app in the App Store for you to download. Do me that favor, download the app. Also, follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett, the number 1. If you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, give it 5 stars, and subscribe to the show there as well. You can also subscribe to the show on YouTube. Anywhere that there's a platform, Alexa, yes, add it to your Alexa. Yes, Alexa, open Good Morning Gwinnett, and it will play the latest episode of Good Morning Gwinnett. And trust me, that we've been on AI for a minute, right? I'm going to the metaverse. I'm taking Good Morning Gwinnett to the metaverse. Sure enough. So be sure to keep watching, keep listening as I take this podcast to the next step. Thank you again for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends, y'all stay safe out there. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers and to all the singles. Love for you too. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.